What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I will be kind of covering the Rey movies situation, I guess, whether it's canceled or delayed or whatever. This complicated, kind of confusing thing. So yeah, if you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing for more Star Wars news and reviews of books and comics, movies, video games, TV shows, and all that. And without further ado, let's get right to the first article. So it's on the Bespin Bulletin. There will be a link to all of the description, or all of the articles in the description down below. So first up, Bespin Bulletin. Daisy Ridley's untitled Rey Skywalker Star Wars movie reportedly delayed indefinitely. Stephen Knight possibly exiting. Scroll down to the bulk of it. Alright, the untitled Rey Skywalker movie led by Daisy Ridley is reportedly having issues in the creative process, and that due to these issues, the writer of the film may be on the verge of exiting, and the film itself has suffered an indefinite delay. Alright, scroll down. According to a new report from World of Real, the Daisy Ridley-led flick has suffered an indefinite delay. Real isn't known for breaking stories on blockbuster franchises such as Star Wars and Marvel, so the name might not be too familiar to my readers, but they get a lot right with smaller movies. And that's the person writing the article when he's referencing my readers, just so you know, which is why I follow their work. For that reason, this report shouldn't be written off, but just because an outlet is reliable in one field doesn't mean they are in another. In their article, World of Real shares that they aren't keen on looking for information on Star Wars, but that well-informed sources have shared details worth sharing. Alright, scrolling down. World of Real are reporting that Disney have internally delayed the Rey Skywalker film indefinitely, which is why they've pivoted to the Mando and Grogu movie, being the next theatrically released feature film, and why that flick was announced just last week. Real adds that due to creative issues going on behind the scenes, Disney and Lucasfilm are no longer confident that the Rey film will release in the near future. As mentioned, what a shame. That's such a shame that it won't be, released. But, oh well. As mentioned, the problems plaguing the Daisy Ridley-led film stem from creative issues. According to World of Real, Lucasfilm and the film's current writer, Stephen Knight, Peaky Blinders, are butting heads. Knight has reportedly submitted a draft, and Lucasfilm did not like what was turned in, giving Knight so many notes that he would essentially have to start from scratch on a new draft. Wow, it's not like Lucasfilm hasn't done that before. It's kind of the same old thing that you hear, or I guess that is, rumored that to have happened, but I think that's similar reasons why a bunch of directors and writers have left various projects over the years, because Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm, they want it a certain way, and not everyone wants to play their game. So it wouldn't shock me if this Stephen Knight left this project, because, well, I don't think he's an idiot. And if this is true, if he has to basically restart, I can see him just leaving. I think that makes more sense for him. I don't think it's worth dealing with Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm it's cancer, basically. I wouldn't think anyone would really want to, especially if they knew kind of what they do back there. Like, your project probably isn't going to get made unless you can play ball with them. So there's that. Yeah. The outlet goes on to say that Stephen Knight's frustration with the studio has continued to grow and is seemingly at a boiling point, as the writer might not be staying on board the Rey film. Yeah. Not surprising at all. World of Real adds that Knight has put Star Wars on the back burner as he's focusing on his efforts on completing the script for his Peaky Blinders movie, which is due to begin filming this summer, after suffering a delay in development and production due to the strikes.
Oh, there's a big surprise! That's an incredible... I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise!
So it's on the back. I think he's going to leave. I think that makes more sense for him. Especially where the Peaky Blinders movie will probably have less roadblocks. So he'll just focus on that and maybe come back to Star Wars. So I think this Rey movie... Last week, Making Star Wars reported that, according to a source of his, Stephen Knight had yet to complete a draft of the Daisy Ridley-led film, and added, "I'm not saying he's going to write it or not, I don't know." MSW shared that the scheduling and stars did not align for Knight and Lucasfilm. Sorry about the rain, if you can hear it. All in all, I think that this movie just is a bad idea all the way through. So, yeah. Okay, the next article is by Gizmodo. So, yeah. All right. And they say, no, Rey's Star Wars movie hasn't been delayed. Rumors about Charmin Obaid-Chinoy's Daisy Ridley starring Star Wars movie are inaccurate. Let us see then, eh? Scroll down. All right. Okay. You can take the latest Star Wars rumor and throw it in the Sarlacc pit. Earlier this week, rumors surfaced that the upcoming Charmin Obaid-Chinoy Star Wars film featuring the return of Daisy Ridley as Rey had been delayed indefinitely. The reason? Creative differences with the film's writer, Stephen Knight. Well, that's not true, according to Lucasfilm. A source at the company told IO9 the report is inaccurate. Knight continues to write and be a part of the process. In fact, the company is waiting on his latest draft as you read this.
Liar!
Wow, can you smell the BS? Just because Lucasfilm says it, Lucasfilm are liars. They're, I'm not going to trust Lucasfilm. They announce projects all the time. Where's the Lando movie, TV show, whatever it's supposed to be? Where is that? Where is it? Is it going to happen? They might say, oh, yes, but where is it? They haven't given us any updates on anything. It's like, yeah, and how many movies have they announced? And, there's only 5 that they've made. So, yeah, Lucasfilm is not a trustworthy source. Just because they say something, I think it's advisable that you do not listen to it, because they'll lie all the time. So, just because Lucasfilm decrees it doesn't mean it's true. Now, you can certainly understand the confusion. Last week's announcement of the Mando Grogu movie as the next Star Wars movie threw a wrench in everyone's assumptions that the Rey movie will be the next one. However, the news merely shifted things around, and has been demonstrated with this film and its numerous writers over the past years, the company seems to just want to take its time and holy crap, whoever's writing this, you're doing a little bit of butt kissing to Lucasfilm. So, hope you enjoy that. But for reasons we can only guess at, this movie in particular has drawn the dark side out of certain pockets of Star Wars fandom. From inaccurate plot summaries to quotes from the film's director being taken out of context, some Star Wars fans are simply up in arms about a Star Wars film about a woman being directed by a woman. Oh yes, because that's their problem. Has the director of this movie said, "Oh, I remember watching Star Wars when I was a little girl, blah, blah, blah." Goes on to a story and kind of, like, what's her favorite Star Wars movie? Like,
No,
it's all about activism and all that nonsense. And that is not going to make a good Star Wars movie. It just isn't. Oh, that is not the issue. Well, for most people, that it's about plus Rey is not a very popular character. Okay, But if you would have announced, oh, what's another female character that's cool that actually has writing? I don't know. I guess Amara Jade, but they'll find a way to mess that up. They've messed up Ahsoka. We'll never get a Princess Leia movie. Not that I necessarily want a Princess Leia movie, but a Princess Leia movie would be far more interesting than a Rey movie, because Leia is an actual interesting character. So there's that. All right. Yeah, that's enough of this brain dead article. So,
Are you brain dead?
oh, play that clip of the Nemoidians. Yeah, I think that'll. Yeah. So, all in all, basically, long story short, this Lucasfilm, shocker, doesn't know what the heck they're doing. They're having. I guarantee they are having issues with this film behind the doors. I wouldn't be shocked if the writer doesn't want to continue. If I was in his shoes, I would have left, because it's like I have to restart and all that stuff. Yeah, so basically, is this movie going to come out? To be honest with you, it's hard to say. I would think...
I was raised to do one thing.
I think that, like, Kathleen Kennedy really wants this movie out.
Nothing to fight for.
She really wants it out. But I wouldn't think Disney would want it out, because this movie is not going to earn you money. It's not going to bring back fans. It's going to turn even more people off. Because it's not going to be a good movie, I can guarantee you that, because it's having all these issues, and yeah. So, and if they make the writer jump through all these hoops, the writer isn't going to be in a good mood, and if he continues at all, he'll just turn in some script that they'll be happy with, and he'll leave and never look back. Or he'll leave, which he should leave. No one should work for Lucasfilm. No one.
Nothing will stand in our way.
You're not going to make a fun Star Wars movie or TV show or whatever. They're going to make you jump through
what you started.
Hoops, and by the time it'll get to the project being
there are stories about what happened.
It's true.
Section down below what you think of all this nonsense. What do you think it's canceled? Definitely delayed, which it's canceled. Sure, but it's still making it.
The dark side.
The
Jedi. They're real.
The Force is calling to you.